today and I'm going to read you a story. So our story relates to our letter of the week, which was letter N. When I tried to think of some things or look around my house to find things that started with the letter N, right away when I was having lunch I thought of noodles, starts with N. And my favorite thing to do is once in a while is to take a nap. And we all like to have new things. That starts with N. And then once I was done looking for that, I went to look for storybooks and I found a favorite of my kids. It's called The Noisy Book. So letter N for noisy. So it's The Noisy Book by Margaret Wise Brown. Pictures by Leonard Weisgard. So I picked this one because of the letter N. The Noisy Book. There's a puppy in this story. He's going to be on a little bit of an adventure. One day, a little dog named Muffin got a cinder in his eye. Does anybody know what a cinder is? You probably don't know what that is. It's like a little speck from a fire. It's like a little piece of wood. Okay? Poor little Muffin, his eye hurt him. It stung. So they took him to the dog doctor. The dog doctor said, Muffin, I will put this bandage over your eyes, and when you take it off tonight, your eye won't hurt anymore. And there was Muffin with a great big bandage over his eyes. Everything looked as dark to him as when you close your eyes. But Muffin could hear. So he couldn't see anything because he had that bandage, but he could hear. Muffin pricked up his ears. He heard everything in the room that made a noise. There's our N word, noise. And you might notice this book, there's some tape and stuff. A very loved book. My kids loved this story when they were little, so this book is well loved. So he could hear every noise in the room. So you look at the picture. Now we're going to talk about the noises. He heard tick, tock, tick, tock. It was a clock. He heard sss, sss. It was a radiator. You might not know what a radiator is. That's like a heater. In older homes or in homes maybe that you live in, they have radiators. It's where the heat is for the house. He heard snip, snap, snip, snap. It was a pair of scissors. He heard ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. It was a telephone. He heard grrr, grrr. It was his own stomach growling. He heard bzzz, bzzz. It was a little black fly. He heard achoo. It was the dog doctor sneezing. Then Muffin went down the street on his way home. Poor little Muffin, said the people on the street. Muffin has a big white bandage over his eye and he can't see a thing. But Muffin could hear. He pricked up his ears and heard all the noises on the street. Here's our word again, noise, with our letter N. First, he heard the big noises. Men hammering. Bang, bang, bang. Automobile horns. Aroo, aroo. I would say toot, 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 or honk, honk, honk. Horses' hooves. I don't see any horses, but he heard them. And they went clop, 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 clop. Another little dog. Bow, wow, 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 wow. And I don't see the other dog, but he heard it. Then he heard the biggest noise on the street. You're right, a fire engine. How would that sound? Can you make that noise? I bet you can. Then the sun began to shine. Could Muffin hear that? Can you hear the sun shine? No. But how would Muffin know the sun was shining? Maybe he could feel it. We could feel it when the sun is warm on our bodies when we're outside. Then he heard the little noises. Bzzz. You're right, a bee. Swish, swish. That's kind of a weird noise. That was supposed to be the car wheels. Chirp, chirp. A bird. Meow, meow. A cat, you're right. Pitter patter, pitter patter. What do you think that was? That was supposed to be the people's feet as they were walking by. Flippity flop, flip flap flap flap. That was an awning in the wind. It's like a covering over a window outside, and it was flapping back and forth, making a flapping noise in the wind. And there's Muffin in the middle, hearing all his little noises. It began to snow. But could Muffin hear that? Once again, kind of like the sun. We can't really hear the snow, but maybe he could feel it as it fell on. Well, I don't know if he could feel it on his nose. I'm not sure, but he couldn't hear it. Then he heard a little noise, and he didn't know what it was. Squeak, squeak, squeak. It was not a mouse. What could it be? Was it a big horse going squeak, squeak, squeak? No. Was it a policeman going squeak, squeak, squeak? No. Was it a garbage can? No. Was it a big fierce lion? No. He's moving away from that if it was, but it wasn't a big lion. Was it a empty house? Does an empty house go squeak, squeak, squeak? No. Was it a engine and a coal car? No. Was it a big boat? No. What sound does a big boat maybe make? Maybe a sound like a horn making a noise or an engine running? Was it a airplane? No. Airplanes don't go squeak, squeak, squeak. What do you think it was? Do you have a guess? It goes squeak, 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 but it's not a mouse. I wonder, let's turn the page and see. It was a baby doll, and they gave the baby doll to Muffin for his very own. You notice Muffin doesn't have his eye thing on anymore. It must be the end of the night, and they took it off. So he has the baby doll for his very own. That baby doll was going squeak, squeak, squeak. I guess it could. The end. Hope you enjoyed my story about the letter N using the word noisy. And I will see you again soon and read you more stories. Bye, friends.